Really? Really? Okay. Um, hey, to my name.
Freedom of jail is inserted. A baby's being born, same time I manage the beginning and end. As far as rap goes, it's only natural. I explain my plateau and also what defines my name. First it was nasty, the times have changed. Actually now I'm the artist, but hardcore my signs for pain. I spent time in the game, kept my mind on fame. Saw fame, saw my close friends. Am I saying that the pens carry to practice my aim on rooftops? Take CD covers the trees, line up with your weak picture and street scriptures.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Charlotte Hornets. And now it's on to Charlotte. Kevin Harlan with the opening tip.
Like baseball play tonight. The conference marketing.
The starting fives for our game. Here are tonight's starting lineups. And one of the players we'll be seeing in this one, Michael Kidd Gilchrist.
And Steve, near the bucket, he's one of the best finishers around. I mean, he does a great job of using his strong body to fight through contact and get to the rack.
For the Oklahoma City Thunder, they come in off a loss to the Pistons.
Yeah, but they didn't roll over in that game. Had a good chance still to pull out the victory. Just couldn't come through in crunch time. Greg, I thought it was a solid effort from them all the way around. I mean, as you and I know, moral victories are kind of empty consolation prize. The loss is a loss. He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. Here's Walker. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Memphis.
Boy, was he physical coming in that game, just drawing a lot of contact and getting himself to the line over and over.
A trade, and again Oklahoma City with the triple.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Crawford with the steal. Looney passes to
Oh, my goodness!
Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special. My goodness. That was almost a circus-like dunk.
So for the Hornets, their last game, a win against Memphis.
And they really got... Oh! And That sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this
Oh
game.
my
Right now.
God.
There's a swagger out here on the court that
Oh.
they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right. I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
And the Hornets with possession here. 6-point game. They're getting their first look at the Thunder in this one.
And they swept the season series against this group last season. Pretty impressive stuff. Yeah, I like what you said there. I mean, both teams are in the upper echelon of the conference, but they really dominated that matchup. We'll see if that continues to be the case tonight.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, I was able to talk with Billy Donovan for a moment. We talked about the impact players on these two teams, the ones who can take over a game single-handedly. And he told me that Michael Kidd-Gilchrist may already be in that category. He said he's a guy we've got to account for. He's just so relentless. If you're not ready to match his intensity level, he'll make you look bad. And Kevin, he said if they can limit his impact on the game, that will certainly help.
Thanks, Doris. And the Thunder with the possession here. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist unable to get his shot to go. And that one's good, George.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing. I don't know. There might be more defense in the warm-ups. Right now, these are just shooting game shots.
Now here's Evans. 8 points his last outing. Inside to Randall. The basket good off the assist from Evans. And it's 6 points for Ty Lawson.
4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
Crawford kicks to George. Back to Crawford. George. It's a nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And Westbrook gets it to go.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results. Greg, that's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
And so it's Charlotte with it. They trail by 11. Randolph defended by George. And he gets it to go. Parker's got his first basket.
And something we don't see nearly as much as we used to, the finger roll.
Westbrook against Walker. And George kicks to Westbrook. Launches a 3. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked. And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Look at the Hornets. They hold the first place spot in the conference, just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And checking out Oklahoma City, a game behind.
And when I look at Charlotte, what an ideal start for them this season. I mean, it takes some teams a while to kind of come together. Not this group. They were ready right from the start. The only cautionary note I'd make is that you don't want to peak too soon. You want to be playing your best basketball when the postseason rolls around.
Crawford outside. It's George on the wing. And again,
Free.
Man, they are doing some damage from deep, which is the main reason, partner, they're sitting on this big lead. Awesome shooting so far.
they get a hand on it. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
Yeah.
Walker against Westbrook.
Oh, got
3-pointer.
it.
And the Thunder another 3.
Sorry, Dad. Watch it. Watch. Oh. Wait.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage. Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the 3-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Shot's good by Walker.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take him long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
Double team on Westbrook. Crawford kicks to George. Back to Crawford. Looney passes to Westbrook. There's the three. That's good. Westbrook's got 21.
They've gotten a bunch of good looks and have been absolutely lethal from behind the three-point line.
Yeah, defensively, you have got to close out and contest. Even if it opens up some driving lanes, you can't give up those looks that often.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when you come to attacking the interior in this first half. And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Hornets trail by 19. Evans outside. Number one, guarded by Crawford. He dishes it to Randolph, and that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. 8 points for Ty Lawson.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Walker. It's Westbrook with the drive. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
McDermott doing all kinds of good stuff. He's been putting it up, and it's been going down 100% from the floor.
And Clark, I just love the supreme focus with which he's playing.
And he sinks the second. Hornets have gone an incredible 8 of 9 from the field. Number one. No good. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Westbrook with the bucket. Westbrook got 27.
Hard to believe you could have this kind of a flow. Unbelievable.
Talk about putting up points in a hurry. Can't miss right there.
They get it back. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time. So he'll shoot 2 right here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Robertson's checked in. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Evans. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
Letting the guy sneak by for a putback off a free throw, that is inexcusable.
And that one's good. Westbrook.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And so here's Charlotte following the three-pointer by
Well,
Douglas.
the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Puts up a 3. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
Now here's Evans. He's been producing a fair amount of offense, 9 in and 9 out, as he's averaging 14 points a game. A different look for Oklahoma City. McDermott comes in for Markieff Morris. And it's Conley in for Jeremy Grant. Charlotte calls timeout.
You
cannot be happy with how things have gone during this run. I think it's a good decision to take a break.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he had to do something. We're getting overload and beat up. He couldn't let that continue. He had to call the time out there.
No.
The inbound, no good.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get
Boy,
it
in
on this one.
front of that
Thunder making
ball.
a switch here. Westbrook against
Offense.
outside Westbrook. It's off his foot. And the official saying it was kicked.
Front of that ball.
Long range. range from the inbound.
Oh!
Well, I tell you what, when you get this kind of effort and efficiency from him, they're a
Red
really
Bird,
hard team to
red
beat.
free.
Walker dishes to Moscow. The shot is good.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint,
Let's
they
go.
haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
And, against him, Steve, as an opponent, you need to make sure you're making smart, crisp passes because he's so good at picking off the sloppy loose ones.
Number
Walker
hot.
goes in. And there's Moscow. That's good on the assist by Walker.
Out.
Walker's got 4
Go.
assists in the game. Walker against Westbrook. Moscow with the steal. Here's the break. Goes up. Hammers it on. The polish off the break.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a
Good
case of a
job,
great defensive
Westbrook.
play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Here's Walker following the basket by Doug McDermott. Inside, George defended by Batum. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
Aaron Brooks is checked in for Dwight Howard. He doesn't get the second one. Charlotte's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first
Get
half.
Redford.
Stevenson inside the 3-point line. It's hauled in by Adams.
And he's been known to struggle with that shot. The confidence not there. And that's probably why he's wide open.
Westbrook with the bucket.
Let's
Really
go.
punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
By himself, rips down the breakaway slam. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight. And that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter. Westbrook double team. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Westbrook's
Defense.
got 48.
Defense.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm
Defense.
looks.
And to battle back,
Defense.
they've got to shore up the
Defense.
defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
And you know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
Now here's Mozgov. He has 6. Stevenson drives in. Goes up the baseline. Mozgov with the bucket. Mozgov's got 8 points.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Certainly looks that way to me, partner. I mean, his energy level is ramped up. I think
Let
he's been
go.
terrific right from the opening tip.
1 minute the first quarter. 1 minute the
Been a huge
first
discrepancy
quarter.
between these teams and their effectiveness from the three-point line.
It has
1
been
minute
no
the
doubt about
first
it. Definitely
quarter.
a big factor to this point in the game.
Now here's Stevenson. And that one's good. Stevenson's got his first points of the game. Oklahoma City dictating the flow. And George kicks to Westbrook. From the arc. A shot's good on the assist by George. 54 points for Doug McDermott.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And clearly, it's about how poorly the defense has played. They've got to close
Wow.
out fast.
Well, number 44. They take
Long range. He's got
a
such an unusual skill
breeze.
for a big fella.
And the Thunder.
Westbrook.
And they are shooting the lights out
from distance here early.
Or three.
I mean, it seems like they can't miss.
Platoon passes to Stevenson. Myskov sets a screen for Stevenson. Terrific design on the big foot, and he lays it in. Stevenson's got his second basket of the game. Westbrook against Batum. The three, and it's blocked.
Oh my God.
Here's Stevenson. Feeds to Batum. From deep three-point range, and it would have crowded had it fallen, but it's offline.
This Thursday night, November 29th, the Cleveland Cavaliers hit the road to do battle with the Philadelphia 76ers. Big-time hoops coming your way.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And for the Thunder here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Not sure you can play any better offensively.
Very few bumps in the road so far. It's been an easy.
Oh, yes!
How about that? What a sensational finish.
Oh, got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, you got to rise and levitate.
Suspend yourself.
Yeah, levitate.
Almost. How about the glide in and then also to reverse it?
The Thunder have made two and missed two at the line tonight. And the Hornets shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. Another shot. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and two shots coming up. The Hornets have converted one of two free throws so far today.
Andrew Harrison.
The first one falls. And so he's able to get one of two. And the Thunder with possession. Outside Westbrook. From deep. And yes, sir, that one drops. Westbrook's got 6 points in the quarter.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they built this lead for themselves here.
My.
Here's Stevenson. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Westbrook. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him. And he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Right side, Randolph. And the foul called on Markieff Morris. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And Now touch on setting. Yeah. Shit. Yeah.
I'm Ernie Johnson. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. Glad to have you with us. Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. And let's go now to Kevin Harlan and the 2K Sports crew out at Chesapeake Energy Arena as the ball approaches.
Sorry.
Oklahoma City landed the Thunder in a fine Western Conference battle here at the Chesapeake Energy Arena. Our starting lineups, we'll look at the matchups here and who we'll see for our starting five for both teams. And guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Doug McDermott?
Something else he has on his resume are his ball skills. What a ball handler and dribbler. I mean, he looks like he was born with the basketball in his hands. It looks like it's part of his body.
Only one game away from Chicago here. The Bulls will be back home for the next one. They've lost their last 3 games, and guys, they'd like that streak to end tonight here.
And, you know, for the Bulls, they've started the season on a high note. We thought it may take a while for them to kind of find their groove, but it doesn't look like they're going anywhere here or any concerns about growing pains.
No, I agree with you. I mean, their game and their style is already fully developed. They look rock solid to me.
So the Chicago Bulls able to put up the first points on the board. It's Crawford on the wing. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. Earlier, of course, we spoke with head coach Fred Hoiberg. What'd you find out, DB?
Kevin, he said they've got to be very selective offensively, telling me going up against this defense, they're very conscious of trying to force you into low percentage shots. We can't allow them to dictate the type of looks we...
Yes. Let's go. Coming right on.
And the Thunder going through their pregame routine. Hello and welcome everyone to another exciting edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We've got a a chance now for our starting lineups from point guard to center. This game should be a good one. And guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Doug McDermott?
And, you know, he's also a tough finisher, Steve. There's very little a defender can do if he gets to within arm's length of the basket.
Thunder making a quick stop here in front of their home crowd of Oklahoma City. Just one game before heading back out on the road. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was played in Brooklyn. That was their second loss in 2 games. Now they got a chance to turn the tide and get back on course.
Yeah, but they were able to keep it close for the most part. You could just tell they were not in sync as a unit.
Craig, you're exactly right. It couldn't have been worse, in my opinion. They didn't look fresh at any point in the game. They seemed to be flat and listless, no spark.
Brooklyn shooting their first foul shot of the night. So he hits the technical free throw. Here's Hollis Jefferson. He kicks to Nicholson. Passes it to LeVert. Zeller. Crawford with the steal. On the wing, Jordan. To Adams. There's Rooney. The feed to Westbrook. This one for 3. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Brooklyn. He knows they're up against a team that plays best when they're getting to the rim. He told me that their number one concern is going to be sliding over to help on any drives and closing up any lanes to the hoop as quickly as possible. Good rotation is key, guys.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Here's LeVert, following the basket by Doug McDermott. LeVert the pass to Russell. The dish to Nicholson. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Nicholson's got his first points of the game. For Oklahoma City, their last game was a loss to the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, they were able to keep it close for the most part, but you could just tell they were not in sync as a unit.
Craig, you're exactly right.
가식 소문을 말해 현실과 내 꿈을 말해 난 내 야망과 비전을 말해 전 여친처럼 내 과거에는 추천 말해 난 박자를 타네 내 갈 길을 가네 난 부정하네 맨날 남 얘기만 해 난 내 할 일을 하네 너란 입으로도 말해 I'm fine 오지랖 그만 들고 너나 잘해